I love Assassin's Creed.
Second topic of the day, speaking of Assassin's Creed, I want you to review all the games that you've played this year, Adam.
One cumulative score, please.
Jeez. Do you have a list of everything that came out?
No, I mean we can kind of just go through it.
I'll be honest. I've lost track of everything that has come out. I try to play everything, like every big release. I try to beat every game to completion. I really do try. It's hard.
Yeah, that's a long road to hoe.
I feel like the game releases didn't start until Metal Gear.
Oh wow.
Does that make sense?
Did you not play Bloodborne?
I didn't play Bloodborne.
Okay.
Yeah. If you can go down the list and
let's start with me. So there's Dying Light.
Dying Light. Yeah.
I beat Dying Light.
Okay, what do you think of Dying Light?
Better than I thought it would be. Yeah, I thought because I thought Dead Island was kind of a piece of shit. I thought I liked parts of it, but I thought the marketing was
better than the game.
Obviously, and I don't like weapon degradation on an RPG level. I liked it in Far Cry 2, but I don't like I love the idea of like you're using a gun, it blows up on you. I'm like, oh, that's so random, that's so cool. But when you're whacking away and the blade is going down, I thought they did a much better job with it in Dying Light, and I thought it was fun to control. I was like, we haven't had a Mirror's Edge game in a long time.
And a game that out Mirror's Edge. You know what I mean?
It was open world parkour.
Exactly. It was awesome. It felt great. Yeah, I liked it a lot.
Yeah. And like most games, you ended up getting you got overpowered to the point where the monsters weren't really that I only call them monsters because they were the mutated,
the giant dudes that drug the thing.
It got to a point where you can just like sit on the ledge and kick.
Yeah.
Stupid. But I ended up enjoying the game way more than I thought I would, and I thought Roger Craig Smith did a good job,
really good,
being the voice, being that main voice. Like I don't know, it was like a really good Dead Island. So yeah, I really liked it.
Still, I'm going through my list.
Yeah.
Bloodborne though, that I ended up having to stop. Just it's the same frustration I ended up having with Dark Souls
games.
Yeah, where it's just like the game just keeps punishing you, and I'm just like, I gotta do something else at some point. I gotta go eat dinner, and I can't just.
I gotta eat dinner, man.
It's the repetition that kills me because I love the art style, I love the gameplay mechanics, just the overall. Like once you save, everyone respawns, and you're like, like it is stressful and it's cool, but like. It just sucks. I like that I have to. I don't have that much time.
We'll get to it eventually, but you and I are talking about Fallout. Like what I like about Fallout is living in that world, and like what I do matters. So if I do kill something that's this big guy, he's dead now in that world. You know what I see?
But it also has a quick save option.
Exactly.
So, I'm an adult. I'm sorry.
Did you play IDARB?
I played it at Let's Play Live. But that was it. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, it's silly.
Evolve.
Ooh.
Man, Evolve was this year.
Yep.
Holy shit.
I thought it was last year.
No, remember they did betas forever, and it was at every event ever, and then it got delayed to February.
Yeah. It was such a cool idea that doesn't work. It lives or dies based on the online, staying
based
power.
on who's playing it.
Yeah. I don't know. I feel like that's a game that would probably benefit for being like a free to play, where if you buy the game, you can play as the monster, and then everyone else free to play is just like the dudes. Never got into it. No. It was weird. It's such a weird concept.
My thing was at preview events when we did a whole bunch of videos where I went with Operation Supply Drop folks and then I did IGN folks or whatever. And when you're in a group and it's all your friends and you're in the same room, so much fun.
Yeah.
And then you get the game home and it's like random teams or this guy can't play or whatever. It's just like, well, now I can't rely on you to be a good trapper or whatever.
Have you tried to do a Vault of Glass run on Destiny and try to organize people? There's no matchmaking, so you have to I would get on Twitter and just yell, be like, I need a team. And people are like, I'm on PS4. I'm like, well, I'm on Xbox. And they're like, too bad. And I was like, I couldn't get 4 fucking people to reply to me.
Yeah.
It's like, it's so hard to get a group together that you kind of need that auto matchmaking. And then if you're not communicating with your team like you needed to with Evolve, the game live and died based on whether you were going to work together.
And that's why for me, I hope the lesson they take away is to make the next whatever they make more like Left 4 Dead. Because Left 4 Dead was just jump in and pick up a gun and play, and you don't need to have specialized skills of what you're doing. You know?
Yeah, I mean the learning curve on Evolve was ridiculous, not only on an individual basis, but as a team and being able to work together.
Yeah, and then maybe they should have steps or iterations where it started out as a very simplified version of Left 4 Dead, and then it built up to what it was. But oh man, it was just that was tough.
Biggest game of 2015: Criminal Girls Invite Only.
Yeah. Game of the year. What the hell is that?
That's that Vita game where it's a really, really simple RPG.
Vita
but
game.
then what you do is you tap these things to, you see some girls in various
You're
states of undress.
I gave my Vita away.
Just gave it away.
Well, so what happened?
He's just on the street and he just dead drop passes it to somebody as he goes.
I bought it because of the Gauntlet. I remember Freddie was playing Hot Shots on it. I was like, that thing looks amazing.
Yeah.
This is a cool device. And then it just started collecting dust because I stopped using it. And then we did a live show, and a fan of ours went on our subreddit. She talked about it. She said, great show. Sad though, someone broke in my car and stole my Vita. I'm like,
that's great.
I'm like, you can have mine. I'll win some internet brownie points too. So here you go. Like, otherwise, it's gonna sit there and it's gonna die.
No, that's nice of you. That's a good move.
I'm like, I don't need it. You can have it.
Right.
Fine. It helped me in Japan. It was great.
Yeah.
I had a 10-hour flight or whatever, and I was like, I beat Hotline Miami on it. It was fantastic for when I had it, but it sucks they didn't support that thing.
Yeah, exactly. I wish I could have definitely gone for more amazing games. The Order 1886.
I never played it.
Yeah,
everyone complained
don't worry about it. Yeah, don't worry.
They're
about
like,
it.
it's a movie.
Don't worry about it.
Yeah, I don't play games.
Wasn't terrible, but whatever.
Sure.
Helldivers. Did you play Helldivers?
No.
Okay.
Oh, I know of it though.
Yeah, I mean, obviously.
Can we do major releases?
I'm getting.
Please?
Well, no, I'm still in the early part of spring where there weren't that many major releases.
That's what I
Stick
mean.
with
Like,
me.
it doesn't start until Metal Gear.
Well,
There's a couple.
You're a PC nerd. What about City Skylines? You do that?
No, I like video games, not simulators.
Tokyo Twilight Ghost Hunters.
What the fuck are you saying? Say words.
The list is very dense.
English.
It's a Game Informer list. I'm scrolling the fast I can. I'm sorry, everyone. I'm sorry.
I use Wikipedia.
Oh, really? No, probably would have been a better one.
It's fine.
All right.
Support the old guy. Or wait, is it Game Informer or IGN?
This is Game Informer.
Oh, whatever. They don't need the support. They're owned by GameStop.
What about I Am Bread? Did you play I Am Bread?
Well, yeah. Wait, didn't that came out last year though?
It came out this year on consoles. But
I'm just seeing the list. Sorry, I'm just shouting stuff out while I look for the next real big game.
I was going to just say weird words like whatever Tokyo Ghost Hunter or whatever the hell you were.
Witcher,
I'm excited for Tokyo.
Witcher must have been around.
I'm just getting to May. All right.
Okay.
Fine, but Witcher 3.
Witcher, yeah. That is a.
Did you lose a lot of hours to it?
Yeah. It's a mile deep and a mile wide. Like that's a game where it's just you just get lost in that world. It was a little too much for me.
Did
honestly.
you beat it?
No.
Yeah. See, that's the thing. And I don't know. Like this entire year, what I've been saying is, and what worked for me with Dying Light, what worked with Witcher, and now what I love about Fallout, right, is that I was looking for a world to just get lost in and get into and just exist in for hours. And The Witcher was almost there, but I don't like high fantasy that much. You know what I mean? Like I was waiting for Fallout and guns and things like that.
I always try to think of the question like if I was in prison, I would probably love Witcher. Where they're like, here's the one game you can play.
Sure.
I'm like, this is all I'm going to play for the rest of my life. Great, but I feel like something came out like as soon as something else, I think like Taken King or some like DLC came out, I'm like, I'm out, I'm done.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. Sorry, and then I forget about it, but I still have my PC save, like bought the game, it's sitting there.
I'm gonna get to it eventually.
I got the hair DLC and I just wasn't I made like sexy girl and I was like, ugh. This isn't. And his armor always sucked. I had like weird chest arms. Like I just don't look cool.
I don't look
But
cool.
your hair looked cool, I'm sure.
This looks like when I tried to play World of Warcraft. I had a blood elf and he had like short shorts and like a tight shirt. I'm like, I hate this game. Everyone's running around with like spiky armor and badass, and I'm just like, hey, let's go fight some demons. And it's just like I'm useless.
What interrupted The Witcher for me was Batman Arkham Knight.
Yep, that's what it was.
Yeah.
Yep. Yeah, and I played on PC, which apparently was completely broken. But
no.
Wow.
But my
it worked for you?
It worked. I was
great.
the one guy who it worked for. I had a couple like hard crashes, which I just come to expect with PC games. But like, I was very lucky with my setup. We played it all the time on our podcast, and I was like, it runs fine. I ended up doing the 60 frames per second on lock at one point where I'm like, oh, it does look better. But I didn't mind that it was 30 frames a second. Like I didn't have a lot of problems that the internet had at a lot of points, and I enjoyed the hell out of that game.
Good. Yeah. Batman was awesome.
I had a great time. Yeah, get to drive a freaking Batmobile.
Exactly.
Yeah.
But the tank. Well, how'd you come down to the tank? When you actually have to like do the thing
Oh.
where you're like strafing and shooting.
It was fine because I played with a Xbox One controller on PC, so I play it like it's a console game.
Sure.
I was fine. I got used to it. I thought how they did some of the boss battles was cool. You and I probably connect on this, but I'm a huge Batman fan.
Yeah.
I actually liked how they introduced Red Hood into the mythos. Like,
My only problem was the fact that like they lied to us, and I know they have to.
sure.
But it's just like, well, couldn't we have danced around it a bit more? Like
Yeah.
you're just telling me this one thing, which I would have loved if you would have just told me in the beginning it's going to be Red
I
Hood.
think you look at it this way. There's a lot of people who probably play the Batman Arkham games who don't know anything about Batman.
Yeah,
so
yeah.
you've never heard of Red Hood. You've never heard of anything like that. So like when that was introduced, you're like, who the fuck's Jason Todd? I don't know.
Yeah.
Warning, spoiler.
You've had your chance.
I don't know. Yeah, I mean, it's been out for a while. Sorry.
Really,
but-
Kevin? You had your chance, Kevin.
It doesn't really even matter. It's
Yeah.
not that big of a deal in the grand scheme of everything. It was just sort of like, here's one of the characters we've yet to introduce. Now he's in.
And it was just
the Arkham
telegraphed
world.
from so early on. You know what I mean? Like from the first thing, you're like, oh, okay.
His
I know,
fucking head is red.
He has a red
Did you?
hood.
This isn't a major release, but stick with me. Life is Strange. Did you touch Life is
I didn't
Strange?
play it. No,
Okay.
is that the one Ashley's in that one, right?
Yeah,
Okay,
yeah.
gotcha.
Ashley's in it?
Ashley Birch.
Got it.
Yeah.
Yeah. Which one did you think? Ashley.
Jenkins.
Jenkins. No.
Oh,
like,
I thought you meant Ashley Johnson.
Yeah.
We know
Oh.
too many Ashleys
So
to
many
throw this
Ashleys.
name around like this.
I only found that out because I saw the Game Awards list.
Yeah.
And during Halloween, myself, James, and his wife all went to the Birch Halloween party.
Yeah.
And I got really drunk and I challenged Ashley to a game of Smash Brothers Melee, and she ruined me.
Nice.
She was way too damn. I was like, "What is this dash move you're doing? What is this?"
We're dashing around.
Yeah, she was dashing around.
Game Awards, though, huh?
Interesting.
Yeah.
Those are interesting.
Interesting nominees on that list of the Game Awards.
It's weird.
Maybe you go
Influential
there.
gamer or whatever the hell that made up category
Trending
is.
gamer. It doesn't matter if it's made up or not. Go vote for Greg Miller on
Yeah,
it.
trendy gamer.
Yeah, trending.
You're gonna lose a Total Biscuit. You know it.
The whole joke was, like if at any moment one of those guys can snap their fingers and just crush me. He won last year.
He won last year. Yeah, he's gonna win again.
Yeah, I know.
And
I'm well aware of how this is gonna go.
Yeah.
Go vote for Greg Miller.
I'll vote for Greg.
You've
depending
mentioned
on how this podcast.
you've mentioned a few times Destiny. So what was your Destiny experience this year?
It's a mobile game with a controller. That's how I've seen it. It's very casual.
Yeah.
In my opinion. And it's just a heroin needle. You just keep putting yourself in. You're like, new hat, new gun, and then the minute you find any other game that like
has hooks,
it gives you like I immediately lose interest.
Gotcha.
But I did get back into it, and I was playing a little bit online, and I finally did a bunch of raids and stuff. I'm the guy where I have to wait for 2 or 3 content packs to come up to get all the cool stuff that everyone has now. So,
yeah.
I don't know. I was at RTX when Last Word came out, and I was really pissed off. It's a really cool handgun. I don't know if you use it. It's like a cowboy gun.
I was the guy who, when Destiny originally came out, I'd been playing it, enjoying it, right?
Yeah.
And then I went somewhere for like a week or whatever, and so I came back and everybody was raiding, and I wasn't there yet.
There's a threshold. You either only play Destiny or you play anything else.
And so then I when it came up with Taken King, and I got the thing to jump my level up and do more. I jumped in and started playing that, but again, I only played for a week, had a great time, but then something else came out.
Taken King was really good.
Yeah.
I enjoyed it. I enjoyed the story aspects of it. I like that they put Nolan Bot in there now instead of Tinglebot or Tinglebot or whatever.
Tinglebot.
I'd buy a Tinglebot.
Yeah. I thought they made some good changes, and I think there's some miscommunication as to what Destiny is. I'm almost positive. I might be wrong, but Destiny is your World of Warcraft. That's the game you buy, and then everything else is just the game's going to be like 300 gigs by the time you're done with it.
Sure.
You only buy Destiny. There's not going to be Destiny 2. That's my understanding, because your character, they said, is going to last for like 10 years.
Yeah.
So
that was the thing, right? Because in the leaked Activision documents from forever ago, they had Destiny 2 in there, but I think it was supposed to come out like this year.
Well, I heard a recent thing that Destiny 2 is going to be announced at E3, but that's one of those bullshit rumors that you're
that'll
like,
just be a repackage. I mean, like I could totally see what you're saying of like Destiny 2 is going to be on shelves and you can buy it, but if you are a Destiny player,
it's not a game, it's a service.
Yeah,
that's
exactly,
what they want.
exactly.
And then it's an MMO without a subscription fee. So
they're killing it on that front, man. Like that's the whole thing.
If they have 1 million people who are dedicated to that game and are paying into it every month and always playing it,
they're good.
That's going to make more money than Halo ever did. So
Yeah.
I think they know what they're doing, and it's fine.
Yeah.
It's just digital crack, and I'm like, you got to quit crack. It's not good for you. Makes you
Crack
do
is
weird
whack.
things. It's really whack.
Did you fall in love with Rocket League?
Yeah. Rocket League's cool because you can just kind of pick it up and put it down whenever you want.
Sure.
And there's a Funhaus flag in there too. So
Team Fat Flag too.
yeah. Oh, is there?
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
We were at launch, no big deal.
Oh, that's fine. It took us a while to get in there.
At least yours is your logo though, which is smarter. Ours is like Team Fat, whatever.
Rocket League is great. It's one of those perfect games because it is easy to get into, impossible to master.
Yep.
That's a good game.
It's fun too. You know, it's one of those. It's just a fun game.
Yeah. You can be like high level pro, or it's just be you and your friends getting drunk, fucking around, and then you can go on with your life. I don't know. It's cool. I'm not into sports games, and I feel like that's the sports game.
This was the one that bridges it, right?
Yeah.
Everybody can get in there.
Yeah, pick it up
because
once
it's
in a while.
cars.
It's fun and it's so fast and it's cool and it controls well, which is weird because it's driving in the Unreal Engine, which is always bad. So they nailed it. They did a good job.
Mad Max.
Okay, did you guys beat it?
No.
Okay.
Colin won't play Metal Gear because he picked Mad Max and everybody got mad at him on the internet, and now he refuses to play Metal Gear. So
That was the fork in the road everyone got, right?
Yeah.
They're like, Mad Max or Metal Gear? What? Oh, I already went to Metal Gear. Sorry, I didn't do the
Yeah.
other game. Like, I'm moving. Fucking play Metal Gear. Yes.
Yeah.
So I finally picked up Mad Max a little while ago. It lost me because in order to forget exactly, the controls were weird. Like, I didn't get the control scheme. It was something strange where I was like, to fire your gun, you have to hold left trigger or left bumper and then fire with B or something. I was just like, who invented this? This is like a madman created this weird thing. It was cool though. Like I only played like a couple hours.
Yeah.
But Metal Gear was right there.
So
Yeah.
Metal Gear.
Yeah,
See, this is when
sure.
we start getting real for the rest of the year.
It's time to get real.
Yeah, dude, Metal Gear is so good. People like to shit on the story, and I'm gonna make a lot of people mad right now. Metal Gear story's always been shit. I'm sorry. Like I fell in love with the story for Metal Gear Solid.
Yeah.
But it's just a bad action movie. It's good. I remember getting like goosebumps when Snake looks into the camera and he's like, no time for a cremation or whatever. I'm like, what a stupid fucking line. But God, I love this game. After his brother blows up in a helicopter and there's, I don't know. It's always been silly, kind of like anime level.
Yeah,
like,
exactly.
The Lula Layla Low and stuff. Yeah. And like Metal Gear Solid 3 is one of my favorite games of all time. But I will be the first to admit where I'm like, story's dumb. It's really stupid. Like, it's philanthropist.
It's awesome stupid. Like, but that's exactly my problem with 5's story is that it never hit the highs of any of that stuff.
I thought, with all that said,
don't spoil anything because I'm still not done with it.
I'm not done with it either. I only beat like the first act or whatever. 4chan ended up spoiling the whole thing for me anyway. Don't
go on 4chan. That's your own fault.
I need funny images sometimes. They do some great art.
Oh no, I know. I'm joking around. I like 4chan.
But yeah, I think that they did drop the ball on a lot of stuff where they were like setting things up, and there was a really dumb twist in the game. But I'm like, the whole thing has been dumb. But regardless, my big takeaway from it was the engine is really optimized. The gameplay is great.
Gameplay's fantastic.
Gameplay's 10 out of 10.
What I hope they do, since Konami's a bunch of freaking weirdos, I hope they just license the engine out or whatever, and they give it to some studio, kind of like they did with Twin Snakes, and they just remake all the Metal Gears with that engine. I'd be really happy with that because
I'd love that.
Such a
Kojima disgracing his legacy, Kovic.
You heard that story, right?
Which one? Oh, I've heard a lot of stories about what's happening.
His non-compete ends in December. That was the rumor.
Yeah.
And I'm pretty sure that's true. So don't be surprised if Microsoft announces a PT-like game.
Yeah.
Called something else.
TP.
It's called TP. Silent Hall. I don't know.
Silent Hall. How have we never heard that before? That's fucking brilliant.
The story that leaked, the story that came out was essentially, I don't know if you guys saw this. It was like, it got buried under a bunch of other stories, but more or less, Konami wanted like a crazy deal from Microsoft. Where like, you can buy Silent Hills. You can buy it, but we basically want to own like a part of your company. And Microsoft's like, no, we'll just hire Kojima because you fired him, you idiots. And we'll just make our own game. They're like,
damn it.
Back to the pachinko machines. Like, which is fine. So yeah, I think you're going to get a Silent Hills type game announced either at E3 or December. We're going to get something soon.
Game Awards.
Yeah, I was going to say Game Awards.
Oh my God. Yeah, no, you figured it out. Keely and Kojima love each other.
They're boys.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, I walked in on them getting it on. You know what I mean? I didn't actually. No, Keely's funny. We were hanging out with him during E3. We did the live stream stuff with him. And he did like his one day where it was all live.
Yeah.
And he was basically in like the control room the whole time. And we were watching, I think, the Sony press conference. And I think it was right before Last Guardian came on. And he just had the smuggest look in his face. He's like, and I'm like, everything okay? He's like, just watch. And he's like, you'll like this.
I know everything.
He saw everything like a month early. So that poor guy's got to just keep it all in his head.
I know, right?
Oh, man.
He can't talk to anybody.
Final Fantasy 7's being remade?
But since, Phantom Pain was like a Kojima Keeley thing.
Yeah.
You
have to imagine.
Game Awards, it's going to be, I imagine you'll see some sort of announcement. I don't know what they'll call it, but you'll probably just see Guillermo del Toro's face pop in with Kojima and they'll start kissing.
There'll be Band-Aids everywhere.
Yeah.
It's like, wow.
Which, with that said, the way the Phantom Pain was revealed was one of the weirdest things.
Weirdest
so fucking weird.
Ever. When Keely interviewed the dude with the bandages on his face, I'm like, what the fuck is going on?
Yeah, Moby Dick Studios.
It's not 2005 anymore. Like, we can't do this. The internet will figure it out in a minute.
Yeah, and they did immediately.
Yeah.
When they overlaid the Metal Gear Solid 5 logo on top of the Phantom Pain, you're like, what the hell? How do you guys...
can't get past them. You just can't do that stuff anymore. I don't know. Anyway.
That's the point.
So, yeah, whatever. Metal Gear, one of the best games I've...
Then Mario Maker.
Fuck Mario. In the best way possible.
Yeah.
And like fuck Rubber Ross in the worst way.
The
worst way possible.
His fucking levels are insane.
Dude, I've lost many hours to that man. So I love you, Ross, but goddamn you.
Yeah.
I'm glad they're adding checkpoints. I actually haven't bought the game yet. My Wii's still packed up, but
I remember you for the Gauntlet. During the Gauntlet was right when Wind Waker HD came out.
Oh yeah,
and you fucking brought your Wii U on the plane and plugged it in and played on the gamepad.
I broke my Pro controller because I stuffed it in my bag because we were in Austin for a week and I couldn't play Zelda the Wind Waker HD because so I had to play with a giant tab which sucked. I ended up doing the thing where I exchanged at Best Buy. They were cool about it. But, yeah, it was fun. But yeah, I haven't picked up my Wii in a long time. I have my 3DS. I play Smash Brothers all the time.
Yeah,
when I travel and stuff. But yeah, I should probably pick up Mario Maker.
You should. It's great.
It's a weird thing. Do you guys play it on your channel at all?
Mario Maker. We don't do like a regular thing on the channel, but I play all the fucking time.
I wish I could incorporate it into like Funhaus videos because I wish Nintendo was better about like monetizing stuff. It's weird because Game Grumps do it. I don't know if they have like a weird deal with them or they just don't care.
I think it's a don't care thing.
Yeah.
Like we do it, and it's as far as I'm concerned, it doesn't matter. We just want to do fun content.
I would
for
love to
people.
do like a weekly like Mario Maker challenge
Show
or
kind of
something.
thing,
Like,
yeah.
yeah, just anything. Just play because it's fun. It's really fun.
What we've been doing is on live streams and stuff, we'll like reach out to the community and have them make levels, and then we play through their levels and stuff. And it's fun. It's really awesome, and like I love that game so much.
It's
so
good.
goddamn much.
I mean, it's freaking Mario. It's one of the best games ever made, and they basically took that one Rage video that guy made years ago. You ever see like the hardest level ever, and they're like, hey, we can make it into a game. Also, you can play as Link. That's cool.
Yeah.
They basically took all the cool internet mod stuff people were doing, and they made it into a video game.
You can just buy it from us.
It's honestly, it's one of the smartest things Nintendo's ever done.
Mhm.
Yeah. No, I freaking love Mario Maker. How can you not? I don't know.
Did you play Lego Dimensions?
No, was it good?
Yes.
Okay.
Quite good. I can show you all my toys after this. Halo 5.
I want to go home. Yeah.
All my toys. And then my Legos.
Halo 5 is a sore spot for me.
Yeah?
Multiplayer is fantastic. Single player story wise, we were misled.
And you're a fucking Halo dude.
I'm a huge Halo fan. I basically have a job right now because of Halo. Like I've always been into the lore and everything else. And I don't know. Did you guys beat it? Play through the story? Or anything?
No,
I played it off of it, but
I'm
I'll
halfway through on co-op with Christine. I'm like, yeah.
I'll just say this: I played through it twice. I liked it a bit more the second time, but you know, Stockholm syndrome kicks in after a while anyway. But like story wise, we were led to believe there was this sort of like Chief has gone AWOL. He's been gone for weeks. Oh my god! And then you play the game. Chief sort of just kind of bones out after getting like a vision from Cortana, and they're like, everyone's like, yeah, cool, awesome, let's go, awesome, good stuff. Like, what? No, no one's questioning this. And then it's more of him being, I'm leaving, and they're like, Locke, go after him. And then some other stuff happens and nothing really matters. And I was like, that sucks. Like,
I wanted to hunt the truth.
there was no truth to hunt. That's the unfortunate part. I was hoping Chief was going to start like degrading and start going insane. And like, no, he's just a Boy Scout. Locke's a Boy Scout. Everyone's a Boy Scout. You're with Blue Team, who I've been reading about for like the past 10 years. I'm like, oh my God, Fred's there, Linda there, Kelly is there. They're just surrogates so you can play co-op.
Yeah.
And it was really frustrating where like one of the characters, Fred, would be laying there, which by the way, he's married to Laura Bailey, I think, the voice actor.
Yeah.
Which is kind of cool because they're on two different teams. And I was
Oh,
like,
yeah.
oh, that's neat. That's a
Travis Willingham.
Yeah, that's like probably the most interesting thing about Halo 5 story, is the voice actors. But like there would be one part where Fred is dead and my co-op partner, he's laying on the floor, like, oh, and then his voice comes in and he's like, Chief, we got to get to the, you know, the station. And it's just like this dead body. like you guys didn't think about this? Like, then the AI is like just bad. They were supposed to revive. I don't know. It was my least memorable single player experience. And that sucks because I'm a huge Halo fan.
Yeah.
But like control wise, it is tight. It is a good game. It's 60 frames a second. The online is amazing. I was really disappointed with the story. It sucks. It sucks that I was disappointed because I love Halo.
I know. I'm sorry.
That's okay. They said they're setting it up for the next one. Yeah.
That's always good. That's what you want to hear.
That's great. And
See you in 2 years.
Assassin's Creed, Syndicate.
We were talking a little bit about that back in Greg's
living
living room. Yeah. I started. I really like it. Are you guys Assassin's Creed fans?
I like Assassin's Creed. I skipped Unity, so I'm ready to get into this one eventually, but I don't know when I'm
I think
gonna
it's
get
like
to
someone who watches Vampire Diaries. You know, it's garbage, but it's like it's delicious garbage.
Yeah.
I wouldn't call Assassin's Creed garbage. Like the games to me are always like they're at some level of polish, and I can't think of any other franchise where you can time travel and walk around in time periods. No other game's gonna let you play in like certain locations during certain like historical events, like the Industrial Revolution. What first-person shooter is going to take place in the Industrial Revolution and be interesting? So I think Assassin's Creed is like the only franchise that does it and does it well. I like that. I thought it was kind of funny that you can play as a female and no one made a peep. Whereas last year during Unity,
that was such a huge deal. Yeah,
people were raging at the internet like, I can't play as a woman. And like, hey, you can play as a woman. I was like, what? Nah, I've moved on.
Yeah.
I'm mad at something else now. Stupid.
internet.
I like how the characters play differently. I like the location. I was playing on PlayStation 4. I'll pick it up again probably when it comes to PC. But it actually played quite well. Like it wasn't as glitchy as I thought it'd be. So
A ringing endorsement.
I always forget those games. I play every single one. I haven't played Rogue yet actually, so I take that back, or any of the mobile games. But I've played every single one. And I love those games, and I love. What I really want is for them to re-release them on PlayStation with the PSVR thing, and just go into walk mode
Ominous stuff.
and just be able to walk through, like, just be in first person.
Those
and just-
worlds,
just walk through those and just be like, I don't know, like weird teaching simulators for kids.
Yeah.
where you can time
This is
travel.
what it used to look like when the assassins fought the Templars.
Well, you could. Oh, okay, I'll say this right now, Ubisoft, and I know you're probably working on this at some point, but like, make an Animus video game for PlayStation. How fucking cool would that be? Or like
Yeah.
Oculus or anything, where it's like Just go back in time. You don't have to stab people. Just walk around.
Just do stuff.
The worlds are built. Just you can walk around Venice. I mean, like I base I usually would base my vacation on which Assassin's Creed game I was playing. I went to Italy because like not only, but I was like, well, I kind of know it because I played a lot of Assassin's Creed 2 and then Brotherhood, and I was like, I kind of know my way around, and I did. It was weird.
Yeah,
that's awesome.
Yeah, like going to Venice, I was like, oh, I know to go.
I've climbed up this rooftop.
I went to certain monuments where I was like, oh, I remember climbing this in the video game. And I'm like, that's so dumb, stupid.
Yeah, well, that's cool. Yeah. So then we reached another fork in the road, similar to Mad Max and Metal Gear, with Rise of the Tomb Raider and Fallout.
Right.
You played Tomb Raider at all?
No.
Yeah, okay, so how's Fallout?
So good. You're playing Tomb Raider?
Well, I'm still. I haven't downloaded. It's finally finished downloading. I have really bad internet at my house right now, so it's been a disaster.
Mm-hmm.
But how's Fallout?
So good. I started. We had an early copy on Xbox One, and I'm trying to think of like I don't know. It's like getting a weird preview of something that you really want because I'm gonna maybe make more people mad. I played on PC. Mm-hmm. Bethesda games are just better on PC. On console they run pretty janky. We had it early on Xbox One, and I was just like, I just need to play this. I need to play it. I fell in love. I'm just like, it's Fallout. I like Bethesda games. I love Skyrim. I'm the idiot who said Skyrim with guns. So, yeah, sue me. Maybe. Or, I don't know, pay me.
Do something with me.
I sold a shitload of Far Cry for you.
Yeah.
No, I'm like, I really love those games. They're therapeutic for me. So I'm replaying on PC right now. I'm like 15 hours in, and it's just, you just collect junk, you build houses, and you shoot guys.
You live, you exist, you make an impact on the world.
It's an offline MMO. That's what I like about it. Like you can play it at your pace. That's why I love Skyrim. I put like 400 hours in Skyrim. So I know we can end. I'm sorry.
Oh no. I was just seeing where
Tim's
we're
just
at.
checking in.
Yeah.
He's like, how long is he going to talk about Fallout?
No, I want you to.
With that said, though, Tomb Raider the reboot was like one of the best like Uncharted games I've ever played. So. I'm
excited to get into this new one. Because I'm in the same boat. I went Fallout instead of Tomb Raider, but I'd done the Tomb Raider Let's Plays we had done and seen how beautiful it is and that it's everything I love. So I'm anxious to get to it.
I think I'm going to hit max capacity at Fallout at some point. I'm going to take a break, and I think Tomb Raider would be like my break from that. But is that it for big releases? Are we done? Or
just call
Battlefront?
Battlefront. Did you play Call of Duty?
I was gonna say everyone forgets about Call of Duty.
Yeah,
the Madden of shooters.
Yeah.
We played a little bit of the single player. We played with one of the guys, Josh Flanagan, who's he's a vet. Mm-hmm. And we're like, in honor of veterans, they were playing Call of Duty, which is
it's something.
It's not even a war.
Josh Flanagan, I want to say, one of the funniest human beings I think I've ever met in my entire life. He is the better Nick Scarpino. I'm saying it. He has a better beard and he's funnier.
Shots fired.
Wow. Did you see the Ghost Fucker sketch?
I did see the Ghost Fucker.
That's the fucking funniest thing in the world.
All right, that's a good point.
That's one of the saddest things. I love that skit. It was really
so
good. But we had him on. We were playing it, and I think the single player for Call of Duty is finally getting so dumb that we can play it. Like we always play like really old school first person shooters because they're just so bad. The AI is so janky and so weird. Call of Duty at this point, like you have all these AI players that were like they'll just play the game for you. It's great. Like if you're not shooting people, you just hang back, and Chris Maloney jumps in. He's like, "I got this," and he just murders everyone. You're like, that guy's having fun.
Yeah,
he's having a great time because Josh was having a hard time trying to like. He was like learning all the mechanics. I'm like, I don't know what does what. And then, like by the time he learned how to like aim down sights,
it was the
4 AI went in and just murdered everything, like blew up a tank. And he's like, hey,
I want to do that.
Yeah. Do you guys see that video that was I think it was on Kotaku of someone going through Call of Duty and they literally didn't shoot anything?
Oh no,
it was I think Black Ops 1. I remember.
They just no, I mean it was recently. It was this one. And they just walked forward, stood there for a second, waited for things to happen, and it was like, all right, keep going, and they just kept walking.
I mean, I think Call of Duty's good. I think it's good that something like that exists because you always kind of need a mega giant that's making lots of money, and that's good. It's good for the industry. That's fantastic. It's just a game now where I'm like, I don't think I even played Advanced Warfare. It sucks because Boy Toy Troy Baker was in there, and he was like
Kevin Spacey too.
I was like, this is like the Hollywood version that I always want to play. And the mechanics seem really cool, but it's sort of I don't know. It's this weird thing. I know how people say video games make you violent. I think they make you bored. Like when you're just killing the same thing over and over.
Yeah,
it's sort of the difference between you can't really compare the games, but Fallout versus Call of Duty. In Call of Duty, you go into a room, you kill 50 dudes. There's like a guy in like a robot costume that costs like $1.5 million probably, in this world. And you melee him and he dies. In Fallout, like there's a raider with like a piece of leather on him and every firefight actually means something. Like You could either get your head blown off or you blow their head off and you lose a lot of health, or you get like radiation poisoning.
You find a bunch of good loot. Maybe you gotta go through and compare and contrast what they have versus what you have.
It's sort of like less and more. Like less is more. And like with Call of Duty, like you just get desensitized, where you're just killing the same thing over and over. It just doesn't mean anything. And like you get shot, you go hide in a corner. You get shot in Fallout, you're like, fucking need health. I need a stim pack. Do I use a stim pack? Oh God, I found another stim pack. Thank God. Or like, do I eat this food because it's gonna give me radiation poisoning? Like I said, you can't really compare the two games. It's not fair, but I am appreciating the RPG Fallout shooting mechanics over Call of Duty, just because it's nothing ever feels like it progresses in Call of Duty. Does that make sense?
Yeah, no.
You're just kind of doing the same thing, and like
that's why people love multiplayer, right? Because it is progressing. You're unlock something. You're doing something. You're earning something.
It bums me out because I used to love the Call of Duty single player back when like Jason Statham was doing voices for it, like the original Call of Duty. I remember being like World War II, cool. These are like big loud things, and now it's sort of like it's just a joke at this point. It's so big and loud, and it's sort of like you're watching a movie. I think it's for single dads.